Ngozi Fulani, aka Marlene Headley, is the founder of the charity Sister Space. A TikTok video recently proves Ngozi planned the royal race row from the very start. In the video, Ngozi is secretly filmed by a group of 6 formers, no less letting them into the secret she never usually wears heritage-style clothing. None of her outfits made sense to any particular African or Caribbean community. Royal fans said that Lazy Susan wasn't questioning a racist, she was vetting a fraud. After sparking a royal race row, Nigel Farage has criticised the charity boss, accusing her of planning this from the very start. He said, "Lady Susan Hussey was a lady-in-waiting to our late Queen, and reportedly one of her best friends. She's given 6 decades of service to this country." At an event last night at Buckingham Palace, there was a woman in full African dress. Lady Hussey, perhaps not surprisingly, asked her where she came from. She got a series of non-replies and pursued the conversation. Nigel Farage has accused Fulani of being a Marxist. In the end, it turns out Fulani, who's a British citizen, although of African heritage and still displaying African culture, turns out she said she felt she'd been denied a nationality in what was seen to be an outright racist assault. I thought immediately something doesn't feel right here. The GB News presenter says the charity owner clearly had a tape recorder, which suggests she planned this right from the very start. She's an anti-royal, anti-British Marxist. It's quite wrong what's happened in the last 24 hours, he said. Royal fans also pointed out Meghan Markle is behind the Ngozi Fulani incident. Benjamin Smallbrook on Quora said, "The black domestic abuse campaigner Ngozi Fulani is on our TV screens showing us her fake outrage." Someone at the palace asked her where she really came from. She claims it's a form of racial abuse. Did Markle put her up to this? Was it done to coincide with William and Catherine's visit to the States? I find it strange that Misan Harriman, Meghan Markle's photographer, is now saying racism at the palace is unacceptable. The palace should have known who she was and celebrated the fact that she's one of the souls that makes this country great. Our King Charles can see what Markle is doing to the royal family. She accused them of racism when she spoke to Oprah Winfrey. Markle knows that accusations of racism will damage the family. If she isn't behind this latest attack on the royals, I would be very surprised. Now angry royalists have demanded the Sussexes be stripped of their royal titles after the release of their Netflix film trailer. One user wrote in response to the trailer, "Hypocrites. They want to destroy the royal family but don't mind holding titles and reaping the rewards. King Charles needs to strip their titles." Another said, "It's the titles that need dropping. I'm sorry, but what is our government doing allowing our British royal family to be destroyed by 2 people who hold British royal titles? Speak up, Rishi. This is no longer a private family fallout." Many were suspicious of the timing of the release. This is totally coordinated. Everything about this is wrong. And it's my belief that the stalling on this release was because they had to make sure the Queen had passed away to do the maximum damage to the rest of the royal family, one Twitter user said.